right, good morning everybody. Welcome to Thursday. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. Let's see what message wants to come through for the collective today. Feel free to swap around the characters. Just take it as it resonates. It's not about you kind of shoehorning yourself into a reading. Just whatever comes out that is relevant to you, that's resonance, and that's a message meant for you. All right, so let's see where we go. The biggest compliment you can give me is to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate that. Navigating by the stars. Vast vistas, expand your horizons. Yes, indeed. Crossing bridges, a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So I'm definitely getting the feeling that there's a bigger purpose, a bigger mission. It's almost like you're needing to level up. That's what's happening here. And navigating by the stars, of course, you know, we've been talking about the eclipses almost nonstop. The eclipses happening on March 25th and on April 8th. Talking a lot about astrology lately because of those eclipses and Mercury retrograde starting April 1st in Aries. We have in the eclipse, we have Sun, Moon, and Chiron all conjunct at 19 degrees Aries. That is the most exalted, powerful degree of Aries. So, having all that going on, especially with Chiron there, it's sort of like you're hitting your peak in terms of I'm taking it on board that I am going to work on my healing. This has really got to be my priority. This is something that I have maybe neglected or maybe not really put as a priority. Okay. So I know a lot of you are doing a lot of good healing work, but we can kind of fall back into our patterns. I just saw the Ace of Swords. So let's see what wants to come out in this reading. Let's see what wants to come out in this reading. For the collective, please. All right. Deep breath, everybody. Deep breath. So I'm getting the Judgment card. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Six of Swords. And the Three of Cups. I like that. I am seeing this Knight of Cups as well. So there's something, okay, I can't stop myself. The Death card. So there's something here about choosing differently. Okay. And I feel like there's a lot of energy in the recent readings over the past few months about third parties, about romantic love, about what that even means. And I'm just getting this sense of like, you know what? I'm going to make a different kind of choice. I'm going to choose differently because that's what's right for me. And I feel like that is going to be such a benefit to you. It is going to be a massive change in your life, that you're finally realizing that, you know, love is behavior. It's not the necessarily what someone says, it's how they behave. And if you're starting to look at love relationships like that, good for you. Okay, love is behavior. All right, so let's see. The King of Cups, Six of Pentacles. There's the Knight of Wands. We got a lot of knights here. Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords right in the middle, the King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Look at that. Tower and the World. Holy cow. And there's my Ace of Swords that I saw when I was shuffling. So I'm kind of feeling like some of you are all of a sudden recognizing your own patterns in love. You were like, wow, that person's really awesome. Wow, really excited about dating this person. Or maybe there's even a third party situation going on and you're like, completely absorbed in that. But I just feel that some of you are really waking up and choosing, this is Virgo energy with that Knight of Pentacles, choosing something healthier, like purposefully. Virgo energy is very purposeful, ways of making decisions, not getting swept off our feet, but we're doing something that's healthy for ourselves. Virgo is all about healing and being healthy. And I just see that you might have been serving a couple of different kinds of masculines here. I know I'm talking to a divine feminine where this person, this King of Cups, is like, okay, they're a king, but they don't take any action. And then this Knight of Wands is like, okay, they're awesome, but they're immature and they're, sort of like not interested in the same things I'm interested in. Super handsome though. And then there's that romantic Knight of Cups, a little bit like the King of Cups, but at least this knight has a horse. At least they're moving. King of Cups isn't moving. Okay, not really stepping in and doing what they need to do. So I'm definitely seeing you as this vast vista person. Expand your horizons, crossing bridges, a time for healing, mending and releasing, connecting. So some of you are going to take it on yourself here to just be like, hold up. I was going to go in this direction. I was choosing this at one point, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I just see the old pattern in it. I see how that might not be good for me. And instead, I'm Aries energy, right? Taking bold action on my own behalf. And suddenly there's like, you have someone walking alongside you, the Queen of Wands. So King and Queen of Wands. And then this is something that is the completion of a cycle. You've made a decision, and love is behavior, right? So taking action in relationship to what you really want. I feel like this is for a group of you who are finally going, oh, okay, these kind of behaviors that I used to do aren't conducive or aren't aligned with where I want to go. And something that's passionate, but something that's also bold and dynamic, that's loving and interesting. There's just a vibrancy to it. There's an aliveness to it. The Tower here and the World card, it's sort of like I'm closing the book on these old love patterns. And then the Ace of Swords comes along and goes, yep, yes, you are. Okay, that's just validation for me because I saw it when I was shuffling. So talk to me more about this Tower, please. Talk to me more about this Tower. Hierophant, the Moon, the Nine of Swords. Okay, now we're getting into the eclipse territory. Oh, there's the fourth Knight. Knight of Swords. I feel like there's the reason this is happening. You might not know it when you first make this decision. Like you're like, okay, well, this doesn't feel really good to me anymore. It's because you're healing. The old patterns don't feel good when you're healing. You're kind of like icky. That feels icky to me. That's one of my favorite words, icky. So this is about making a commitment to you. And I do feel like the eclipse in Aries, like I said, with that 19-degree conjunction especially with Chiron there. Chiron is a wounded healer. For those of you who haven't taken my Chiron class, it can also show you about your soul contracts with other people. All right. And so this is kind of like you're seeing the soul contracts with that King of Cups, with that Knight of Wands. And this doesn't have to be like a literal person in front of you, but this can be sort of a big picture kind of a person who's this pattern and then another person who's that pattern. And it could cover a bunch of people in your life that have already been there and left in the past. It could cover some people who are with you right now. It's almost like somebody is feeding two masters or trying to feed two masters. Like you might have at one point, but I think this is changing, one foot in that third party is so sparkly to me. Like, and then you start reading about it, you start working through it, and you're like, oh, I see why this is sparkly to me. And the same thing goes with this hit it and quit it kind of experience. You're just like, yeah, but I don't know. That has always left me feeling empty inside. And so you're one of the things about healing, it's not that we want to marinate in the bad stuff, but we don't want to forget the bad stuff. Don't forget that, because I feel like sometimes we have this unhealthy optimism about this time it will be different. Even if it's the same person, the same pattern over and over again, this time it will be different. You know what they say about doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I feel like you're finally coming to the awareness of like, I don't really need to do this again. I don't really need to do this again. So the Tower's coming through and saying, I'm making a commitment to myself. There's a lot of rage. Okay. Now we're expanding out from love relationships. We could be other kinds of relationships that you have, friendships or family relationships or something like that. I just feel that some of you, because you're coming to this understanding about why certain patterns are in your life, I feel like that's what breaks through with the eclipse. Okay, the patterns, the awareness of like, oh man, I was about to go down this road again. I don't think so. So it could come through, right? You know, in the middle of the night, there could be some middle of the night conversations that your anger has with you, that your inner adult has with you, that your inner child has with you, saying, you know, we don't really need to do this again. All right, I'm going to continue on with this reading. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended to give you some individualized guidance. So let's see where we go. I'll also look at what you don't see coming. That Tower seems... all right, link is below if you want to continue on with me. I will see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.